Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. How are you? I think you all fine. Okay. In this present session, we discuss about Newton third law of motion. The Newton third law of motion states to every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. To every action there is always an opposite reaction. That FAB, it is represent force act on A due to B. The FAB represent force act on A due to B is equal to FBA, that say that force act on B due to A. The FAB represent force act on A due to B, and FBA represent force act on B due to A. So FAB is equal to minus FBA. Okay, that the equal and opposite forces. As for example, as for example, while swimming a man pushes water backward, and in turns it pushed forward due to the reaction of water. While swimming, a man pushed water backward, and the water pushed it forward due to the reaction of water, and the man can swim easily. Okay, while swimming, a man pushes water backward, and in turns, and the reaction force pushes it forward, and due to that reaction force, the man is swimming very easily. Due to the reaction of water, the man is swimming easily. Now, the above example shows that a single force does not exist. The force always exert in pair. So we say there is equal and opposite force, and which act upon two different bodies. Now, the single force does not exist because the action and equal reaction force which act on single body, then the resultant force is zero and no work can be done. So the force does not exist on a single body. The force required two bodies. The force always exerted in pair. Okay, forces in nature always occurs between pairs of body. The forces in nature always occurs in between pair of body. Force on body A by body B is equal and opposite to force on body B by A. Force on body A by body B is equal and opposite to the force on the body B by A. Okay. As for example, book kept on table. The book exert a downward force. That is downward force. It is the action force, and a normal reaction is also occurring. According to Newton's third law of motion, the table also exert an equal upward force R on the book. So R is equal to minus W. That negative sign shows that the force is opposite. That the reaction, the negative sign shows that the force is opposite. The book exert a downward force. The downward force is the action force. Okay, so the book exert a downward force, which is the action force exerted on the table due to its own weight, the weight of the book. Okay, so the book exert a downward action force on the table equal to its own weight W, and according to Newton's third law, the table also exert a equal and upward force R on the book. The book exerted a force on the table, and the table also a equal and opposite upward force R on the book. So the book is under the action of two equal and opposite forces, so it remains in equilibrium. As the book is under the action of two equal and opposite forces, it remains in equilibrium. Now, The second example is it is difficult to walk. It is difficult to walk on a sleepy ground or sand because we are unable to push such a ground sufficiently hard. As a result of it, the force of friction is not sufficient. Because also the action force is not sufficient, as the result of it, the force of reaction is also not sufficient, and that force which is not sufficient to help us move forward. The reaction force which is not sufficient to help us move forward. Okay. Now the main problem we discuss about the horse and cart problem. Now consider a cart connected to a horse by a string. That part of horse, and this is cart, and the cart is connected with horse with the help of a string. Okay. The horse while pushing the cart, the horse while pulling the cart produces a tension T in the string. The horse while pulling the cart, the horse while pulling the cart produces a tension T in the string. The horse while pulling the cart produces a tension T in the string in the forward direction. The cart is turned pulls the back horse by an equal force T in the opposite direction. Okay. So the question is originated how system is moved. At the horse while pulling the cart produces a tension T in the string in the forward direction. Okay. And the cart, in the reaction of that, the cart it turns pull the force of an equal force. Okay. T in the opposite direction. The action and reaction force is equal and opposite, so they cancel each other, and result of it, the cart cannot be moved. So the question arises how cart is moved, how the whole system is moved. Now the answer is very simple. At the horse side, the horse pushes the ground while force F. The horse presses the ground. The horse presses the ground with force F, and the reaction force R of the ground act on horse in the opposite direction. F is the action force, so the horse presses the ground with force F, and R is the reaction force which act on the horse in the opposite direction. That reaction force is divided into two components, the vertical component and the horizontal component. The vertical component V which balance the weight W, weight of the horse. The vertical component V while balance the weight W. The horizontal component H which helps the horse to move forward. The horizontal component, that is the horizontal component which is capable to move the horse forward direction. Okay. The horse move forward if the force of tension which pulls in backward direction, and the horizontal component which moves forward. So the horse is moved forward if H is greater than T. So net force acting on the system, we subtract the greater force, we subtract the higher force from lower force from higher force. Okay. So H is the horizontal component which is greater, and T is the tensor force which is lesser. If horse is moved forward direction, so H is greater than T. So net force which equal to H minus T is equal to Ma, and the cart moves if T is greater than F, where F is the force of friction. The cart moves, condition is very simple, the cart moves if T is greater than F, and the F is what? The F is force of friction which working between the tire and the road, where F is the force of friction which working in between the tire and the road. The cart moves. The cart moves if T is greater than F, where T is the force of tension and F is the frictional force. So if the force of tension which moves forward direction is greater than F, then the cart moves. Acceleration is common and m is the mass of cart, then force is equal to ma. So net force on the cart T minus F, because T is greater and F is lesser. F is the force of friction and T is the tension force which moves forward direction. So T minus F is equal to ma. Add equation 1 and equation 2. Net force on cart is equal to T minus F, where T is the greater force and F is the lesser force, which is the force of friction. So T minus F is equal to ma. Okay, we added equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2, we get the T and T is cancelled each other. So H minus F is equal to ma plus ma. So A is common, m plus m. So A is H minus F by m plus m. A is positive. If cart move, its mean A is positive. So if H minus F is greater than m plus m, then H is positive, and thus the system moves if H, that is the horizontal component, A is positive. A is equal to H minus F by m plus m. Now A is positive if H minus F is greater than m plus m. If this part is greater, such part is lesser, then A is positive, because A is inversely proportional to m plus m. If m plus m is lesser, then the A is greater. So what does mean? It means H minus F is greater than m plus m, and we conclude that the system moves if H is much greater than F, yani that is horizontal component is much greater than the force of friction, then the system moves. Okay, in the next session we discuss about conservation of momentum. Till then, goodbye, have a good day, thank you.